we've done so many things. Sometimes you're jumping ahead and skipping around and I forget what I've actually done. Hey, it's me, Christopher. You may recognize me from Problem Solved. I'm the host.
Well, of course I know him. He's me.
I'm also one of the producers on the team that creates the show. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and give you a little introduction about my life, my career, and how it all led up to where we are today. I guess within the context of Problem Solved and me being a content creator started way back when I was a little kid. I loved movies. I watched movies all the time. And one thing I loved about DVDs, well, it wasn't DVDs then, it was VHSs. But what I loved about VHSs is the behind the scenes. And I would actually put in the VHS just to watch all the behind the scenes. I just love the process of making film. So ever since I was young, I knew I wanted to be a filmmaker, a content creator, but this industry wasn't created yet. This wasn't realistic. All I saw was people on TV and people in movies, and I always wanted to create or be a part of that process. So when it came time to me to figure out a career, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I went to film school. I actually went to UNLV in Vegas, spent a handful of years there, working on my film degree, and graduated from UNLV. While I was there, it was probably the most transformative time creatively for my career. I actually worked for a theater company, David Sachs Productions. They produced several different shows around Las Vegas and worked with a lot of the other shows. So I got exposure to entertainment really early on in my career while I was at school. And I thought that was the most enriching, most valuable time of my life. Also an interesting time to go to school. I started my first year, we were shooting on film. Filmmaking was on film. You load the cartridge, you load the negative, you have to go get it processed. We learned all that in school, only to halfway through switch up to the digital realm. The industry was really changing really fast when it came to video creation and content creation. And a lot of that was the rise of YouTube and internet video. So when I graduated, I was kind of torn between what to do. Where should I go? Where should I live? Should I move to LA? I had the lofty ambitions, just probably like every other creator out there. I want to be a director. I want to be a writer. I want to be the next Scorsese. I want to be the next, epic filmmaker. But the world of content creation was expanding so much then. I ended up being very, very lucky. I found a production company called She Knows Media. They were a women's lifestyle content creator, both written articles, but they were emerging in video, and they had a very young, very eager team of content creators looking to make digital content for the website. I didn't even know when I graduated college that opportunities like this existed, making internet videos, making branded content, and of course that's evolved so much since then. That time at She Knows, working in video projects, and these were huge, anywhere from our daily shows, we did daily entertainment shows, daily cooking shows, from bigger projects. We worked on huge, sound stages and studios in LA, doing huge projects. Throughout all that production experience, my job was always anticipate all the bad things that can happen and find a way to mitigate them or find solutions to. So when you're a producer, when you're a production coordinator, most of your job is problem solving. I've had an entire career where I get to learn, fail, try new things, and that's kind of informed where I am today. Now I get to share all that knowledge and all those failures with you. Well, how I corrected or solved those failures. After my time with She Knows, I transitioned to a marketing company. Once again, got exposure to different brands, different businesses. We focused on the biomedical field and the business field. That was really a good way for me to stretch and expand my skills there. After that, I went to a company called Grateful. That's when I became a part of USA Today and the whole Gannett Network and creating content for them. Just had so many great experiences, and part of that was working with a lot of influencers and vloggers. So now, at this part in my career, I'm interacting and trying to coach talent in lines and dialogue. Well, how do I get to the chair that I'm in right now, talking to all of you? We were working on a content brand called Make It Grateful, me and a team of creators. That led to the opportunity of me kind of growing and learning how to be on camera. From there, Problem Solved came along. Problem Solved originally was a show that was just text on screen. We all know what happened in 2020. We were all locked at home, couldn't go anywhere, but the content still needed to be made. Videos still needed to be made, and without access to other people, talent to go shoot other places, our team took it upon ourselves to film the content and host it ourselves, and kind of the rest is history. I've been doing it ever since. It's been an interesting roller coaster and ride and journey. Every story's full of ups and downs, but luckily I can say that most of my story, most of my career journey has been all ups. The dips are fun too, you know? On a roller coaster, you're like, may not feel good, but when you go back up, it's great, it's fun. The fact that I found Problem Solved and Problem Solved found me, and that we've been able to generate an audience and generate a following has been a culmination of my career's dreams. And then too, to find success, to find people who enjoy it, who like you, who like what you're putting out there, has been really motivating and inspiring. Working with good people is 100% of what makes it possible. Favorite quote that may define my career is, it only took me 10 years to become an overnight success. I take that to heart, and I feel like that's very true. It's been a long road of trial and error, trying different things, doing different things. But I think the most important thing is to rely on what you think is good, to put good out in the world. And that comes from what you feel is good. If you feel something is good, somebody else will feel it is good. Instead of you trying to follow some other script or plan because that's what's worked for other people. They're having success because that's what works for them. Success comes from you trusting in yourself, surrounding yourself with people who have those similar goals, who have those similar intentions, because that's the only way we ever make anything happen, is when we do it together, and we do it because we believe in it.